Yesterday when I had conversations with people, I'm never looking for a fight. I'm never looking for to win someone over to my way of thinking. If you believe in all 17 of those goals, that is great. We have a lot to talk about. If you only believe in one of those goals, then I will situate my conversation on one of those goals. My mandate is to inform the world about the work of the United Nations. And I do that through education. And so you really are my tribe, you are my people. It doesn't matter if we're here in Turkey, if we're in New York, if we're in Argentina, it doesn't matter. When I'm speaking to educators, you are my people. We face the same challenges. We are looking to raise the next generation of young people, such as the fine example that you just raised, and there's some other young people who are running this conference. Please, Secretary General and the lady that I just, we want to applaud for your effort. And if there are any other staff members here that I'm overlooking, just please.
Well, taking care of the committees inside the main building, so.
Our role and responsibility is making sure that we are guiding these young people towards a life and choices that they want, so that they can take over the world and really look out for us as we get older. But I was thinking that I wanted to give just some examples of my work in New York City. Again, to figure out what can be replicated here, things that you're interested in, etc. So, as Akbar said, I met him some years back with the Global Classrooms International Model UN Conference. We host two very large-scale Model UN conferences in New York City every year. One is for middle school students, and we attract about 2,000 kids from 21 different countries. And then we do it again in May at a high school conference, where another group of 2,000 kids from all over the world come and they seek to solve the world's problems in 3 days, much like you're doing here. They are fantastic events. I've been working in education about 30 years, and it is, Model UN that is one of the best experiential learning activities that I've ever seen in my life. We do Model UN not just to expose young people to the workings of the United Nations, but we do Model UN so that we can cultivate in young people critical thinking, cross-cultural understanding, conflict resolution, public speaking, all the things that we want as educators to prepare and to have our young people to be able to do is a byproduct of what happens when they participate in Model UN. And so it is really, really important, for these young people to be exposed to this, not only for those skills, but as they grow up and grow older and attend college, they then become part of a network of other Model UN participants all over the world. And we all know that in this day and in this economy, that you get jobs based on the people that you know. So which better way to increase your network than to participate in Model UN, develop those skills, and then be able to tap into those skills later in life when you're looking for work. In the United States, we've recognized the value of Model UN, and as many of you know, you just spoke about the fees of first convincing the parents to have them come to New York, and then you got to come up with the money to get them there. So we realized that Model UN can be a cost-prohibitive experience for many students. Because we value this education program so much in the United States, one of the things that we've looked at doing is we say we're trying to democratize Model UN. And in essence, what that is, it means that we're trying to bring Model UN to every student in every classroom in the United States. And we're doing that through developing classroom-based materials that a teacher who knows nothing about the United Nations, may know very little about the Sustainable Development Goals, can look at these resources, read the background guide, and within a 60-minute time period, I don't know how long the classrooms are here in
40 minutes.
40 minutes. So in Turkey, it would be in a 40-minute class period. You can have the kids talking about climate change. You can have the kids talking about various UN agencies, IAEA. You pick and choose whichever one you want to talk about. But the goal is that the kids learn to have a conversation around some of these themes, but they also develop critical thinking skills while doing it. We realize too that some children are very timid and shy, as they should be. It's great, we were all shy at one time as young people. But for Model UN, for some students, just getting up and saying, "Hi, my name is Troy Wolf and I'm representing Turkey," and I sit back down, for some kids that's an accomplishment. And that's okay.
Do you want to do a live example of that? No, seriously. Do you want to do a live example right now about that? You want a kid talking in front of the crowd.
How?
Right now.
But how we do it? Oh, we have a kid here?
Yes.
Who's shy?
There it is.
But they're not shy.
He's not shy. She's similar. No, not that one. Not that one. Over there. The third row.
No.
That was an accomplished for me in New York JMUN, by the way.
Yeah. And so my point with Model UN is that we want students to compete with themselves. This isn't about me beating you or me I'm not in competition with you, I'm in competition with myself. And we want, if I'm a strong public speaker, then perhaps I'm not a strong organizer. If I'm not a strong organizer, perhaps I'm not a strong reader. If I'm not a strong reader, perhaps I don't write well. You know, so we want students to come and whatever, no one's perfect in everything. Whatever your deficiency is, through Model UN, we want you to improve on that. And so we have developed a Model UN app